2015.
Hello everyone, welcome to Craftmas episode number 5, and today I'm going to make this super adorable owl that I found on a website called clipartsbest.com, and I'm going to make it out of air dry clay and turn it into a memo holder or a picture holder, whatever you want to call it. It's super cute, so let's get started. Here are the things that I'm going to be using in this video. So first I took my brown clay and I molded it into this shape, and it looks like a door. So if you're making this, it's very easy to just use it as a reference. So all you gotta do is make it look like a door, a stubby door in fact, and just use water to smoothen out any cracks. Then I took my orange clay and started to break off a piece of it and roll it into 3 equal cylinder shapes and joining them together and bending them over to form the feet of the owl. If the back part of the feet gets too long, you can pinch off the excess and smoothen it out again. Then I'm just gently pressing it on the bottom of the owl to form its feet. After attaching the legs onto the owl's body, I'm just adjusting the size of the owl's body so that it's proportionate to the legs. I used the excess orange clay, rolled it out flat, and just cut out a triangle with my scissors so that it looks more neat and precise, and just put it aside so that this will be the beak of the owl. So next I took the blue clay, rolled it out flat, and just kind of measured it against the owl because this was gonna be like the body size and I don't want it to be bigger than the owl body size. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think this video should do it some justice. So next I took the white clay, rolled it out flat, and I just took a round object to press 2 little circles into the clay and just smoothing out the fuzz on the clay and just measuring it to see if it fits, and it fits because the other pink cap did not fit, so I had to use a piping nozzle, and just pressing it flat onto the owl using some water to stick it on if needed, and I'm just using the orange beak and sticking it onto the owl. So next we're gonna make the owl's wings. So I'm rolling out the green clay and just using the circular object to make 2 holes in the clay, and I'm just smoothing out the fuzz, and then I'm lining up the first example that I did earlier on and just using a blade to cut out the wings, and just let it dry first before sticking it onto the owl. Next I took the pink clay and it's time to make the Santa hat for the owl, so I'm just making a stubby cylinder and pinching off any excess clay and then bending it over and just smoothing out any cracks with water, and just keep on checking to see if it fits the owl, because sometimes when you mold stuff and you just make it go out of shape and you can't really like go back because the clay dries. So next I'm just taking my white piece of clay and I'm cutting out 2 strips and wrapping it around the hat and just smoothing out any cracks. It's always the key to smoothen it out with water before it dries, because once it dries it gets really hard to work with. just took the remaining white clay, roll it up into a ball, and start texturing it with tin foil so that this would go on the Christmas hat. Then I'm using a paintbrush to blend out any harsh edges, and it will look nicer this way. Then I took the wire and carefully inserted into the owl's body, and making sure to not make any mistakes or random holes, and I'm just marking the spot where it's supposed to be, and then I took the wire out so that I can make the swirly thing that will act as the picture or the memo holder. After that, I just put the wire back into place and using some super glue to make sure that it stays there forever. I also used the super glue to glue on the wings onto the owl. After marking the spot on where I want my owl's eyes to be, I just went over it with a paintbrush and black paint. Also foresee that the owl couldn't stand on its own, so obviously I had to make some cardboard support for it at the back so that it will balance out. So I'm just using this cardboard and just measuring it according to the size that I need and just sticking it at the back of the owl with some super glue. So this is how it looks like finally. Thumbs up if you love cheesecake. Thank you so much for watching, and this is the end of Craftmas episode number 5, and we really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch our videos, and subscribe if you want to see more because we'll be uploading every day until Christmas. Bye everyone!